What's up, guys? Jay Warrior back. Looking at GODFORGE today. We're doing the alpha testing for it, so let's dig in here. Just looking at it, I've had to redo the opening just a little bit to make sure that the mic and the camera, and I've seen some of these different intros, preview screens. Not bad. I got a knight on this one. Pretty decent detail on him. Let's break into the game and see what's going on.
Well, source of the fires of creation, used by the primal powers to shape the cosmos. Serene, balanced, or so it was. Create reality unmade. From the brink of oblivion, a new reality emerged. Fragile, imperfect, marred by endless war. Awaken, son, for your great task is balance.
Some pretty decent designs going on here. Alright, Hell's Blood Ramses. Is there no end to them? Ra's chosen will fall, Valkyr. Just like the milkman. I mean the others. Alright, so here we got the core ability. When we use it, it's going to put it on cooldown. And we have to wait a certain amount of turns before it comes available again. Looks like a little screen there. Alright, so Guan Yu is one of the starters that you can get. I haven't tried him yet, but he looks pretty good. He was beating me up a couple times in the cavern, so. See what they're going for here. Alright, Lady Zoc, she's also another one of the starter champs, I believe. Pay attention to her skills, she's pretty strong. So it's like a special ability on top of their regular skills. That's not bad. Now we have Ra stepping in. He's got a really cool character design. I like what they've done with him here. And it looks like he's going to be pretty mean in battle. I can't wait to see more of him in game. Alright, now we just got to choose a name. I'm going to choose Jay Warrior. Thank you. Alright, so now it's prompting us to pick our starter champ. I've seen all three of these in the game. All three do really, really nice, so I don't think there's any wrong, person to choose. I chose Ramsey. I like him the best so far. Alright, so we got Ramses here. It looks like it's listed as Chaos, Slayer, Strength. Let's see what kind of stats we got on this game. We got HP, Attack, Defense, Speed, or Initiative, Crit Rate, Crit Damage, Res, Accuracy. We can look at their skills too. Alright, so first off, we got a single target with a 35% chance to land acid for 2 turns. It can book up to a 55% chance. This one is an AoE poison that can book up to 100%, but most people won't live through this if you build them right. And then we have his ultimate, which does 500% of his attack, and if he kills someone, it boosts his turn meter by 30%, which is pretty nice. And then we have his passive, which helps deal more damage if anyone's on acid. So that'll definitely help boost his damage. They also showed her special. And Lady Zock's kit is going to be pretty much similar to Ramsey's, only it's going to be with bleed effect. It says this one puts out like bleed. I wonder if that's like a leech effect. Her ultimate's a little bit different though. Instead of just boosting the turn meter, she's going to place speed on herself. A single form of speed up. And of course, if you punch somebody while it's bleeding, it's going to do more damage. So she's going to do more damage to people who are bleeding. And then we'll have Guang Yu, who will do the same kind of stuff, but with the drain effect, and I think it's attack down. Let's take a look here. Let's see. This guy does drain effect. He does initiative as well, and his passive is do more damage to people with drain. 2 AoEs on this guy, and acid's probably going to be like poison, so I'm going to choose Ramses. Restore the balance. This is your task. Go forth and forge your path. Alright, we got our account set up. Let's start exploring and see what we got here. So, Anvil of Creation. Nothing here. On the extraction tab, you can pull the imprints off of any champ up from rares and up. And the smithy I haven't used that much yet, so as soon as I do, I'll post more about it. Alright, so this is basically going to be like for my weapons. Cool. I guess we'll go to the caverns. Alright. So we're starting off with Ramsey fighting alone. I didn't see the 2 times up at the top when I first started this, so a lot of this is going to be 1 times for a little bit. I'm still okay on life, so I'm not that worried. Let's take a look at some things. Oh. Insta-KO. That's the scream that they start off with at the first beginning. Y'all don't want none of this. I totally ignore the ultimate skill for the first little bit. Oops. Pretty nice character designs. I don't see any arms or legs flying off, so that's good so far. Boom. Get smacked down. So I guess I picked up a guy. Let's go to edit team. We'll put him in there. Alright, in this tab you can raise their level and also rank up their stars and ascend them. And there's also an abilities column too, so check that out. Alright, so for gear, we can get a weapon, a helmet, a pauldron, the chest piece, the gloves, greaves, and then the boot. I don't have any yet. Let's see what we got for floor 2 here. Boat. Caught a body. Let's see this guy. Alright, gives himself a buff. Boom. Eat it. Ramsey's just like, you're Egyptian, you shouldn't be fighting with me. Let's take a look at something here. Alright, we got an information. Alright, men. So what's men do? Reduce bleed stacks by 1 and heal 10%. Max HP at the start of the turn. So it's a healing buff. Alright. Alright, I got my first female to tag around with the merry band of gentlemen. Okay, so the other ones that I looked at had a different thing than invoking and cunning, so places mend on the ally with the lowest HP. Defense up on all allies. Okay. And her ultimate is going to remove 1 random debuff and fill the turn meter. And if Tristan's on there, she's also going to do charm. Oh, I got me some gear. Alright, so we got a brawler, a slayer, And now an invoker. Alright, initiative. Let's find out what that does. Initiative increases the amount of divinity generated by your hero in battle, which is required to use your ultimate. More initiative will make your ultimate happen more frequently. Alright, so we got 200,000 gold to start with. Let's see what we get to. Oh, I can just pick any gear that I have right here. Oh, that's love. That may be a problem when we get into a whole lot more gear, but we'll see. I kind of like that, actually. What I didn't know is that slider bar down at the bottom, I could have just went to 8 at any time, but I do learn that eventually. Alright, so let's check out the Spartan here. Pretty decent design. Got a Lancer. It's Soul Day. There we go. Alright, so we're going to try stage 3 here, now that we got an extra person. Alright, so this is the one that places the healing spell on someone, so her A1. And then we got the second skill that puts defense up on all allies. I'm just gonna go with the A1. Because I plan on knocking everyone down anyway. Boom! Over 1,400 on that hit. Just a tiny bit of gear. No one's even hurt, so I'll go ahead and put the defense up and see what they got. Boom! Sit down. He definitely don't need healed. So he definitely partners up with people. That looks pretty cool, actually. back heal again. And I should be able to do the big skill on the next wave. Oh, one more. What I didn't know is that at that time I could have used the ultimate skill, which would have done a lot of damage. Alright. He's like, yes, I made the last kill. Shub Lugal. Strength, Defender, Order, Ekura. Let's see what his skills are. So we got Radiance. What does Radiance do? Radiance on one random ally, and then he'll put attack down, so decrease attack. Place Stalwart. I'll have to find out what Stalwart does. Alright. $3,000 hit. Alright, so Radiance reduces and reflects 10% of attack damage received. Alright, so let's take a look here. Looking at this now, I'm like, Man, it's still on 1 times, and I'm still not using the ultimate skills. I could be going through this a whole lot faster, but that's okay. Oh, we get the Nemean lion. This is the one that Hercules fought. Huh, okay. Strength, he's a defender. Order, Olympus. Let's see what abilities he's got. Decrease attack. Target. Places ward. It would be cool if we could just click like this status and get like a miniature thing right here. Let's see what the third skill is. Taunt, huh? Okay. Now notice with this one, you're going to heal yourself and then you're going to place the taunt on the enemies. Got another pauldron. This one's got some speed. So I got a little bit more gear, so I'm going to start doing this. I'm not going to raise anything up past 8. You notice from that 200,000 gold that I had, now I'm down to 153,000. So I do want to conserve some, because I don't really know what I'm supposed to do with it yet. 26%, that'll work really well for my Ramses. It looks like he's going to be based off of his attack. Got a slider I can just instantly up to 8. I like that. If I remember right, this guy likes defense. Defenders stand resolute in battle, protecting their allies with their abilities focused around shield and damage mitigation. Defenders form the base of any team's defenses. So him and the lion are both defenders. Okay, so I have to use one ultimate ability to get the... Nice hit. Immune to attack damage, duration reduced when triggered. Okay. Let's see Ramsey's big hit with this one. Boom! Bodied him. Ooh, I still didn't do it. Let's try this again. Get that ultimate skill out the way. Let's see the lion's ultimate skill. Wait, so that taunt is a debuff? On to level 4, and this one you require a Slayer, so this should be pretty easy. Boom! No, that was a nice attack, though. Finally seeing the 2x button, thanks God. I want to see more of this lady stuff. Okay, where's the debuffs? What's the challenge? One common hero. Which I don't have, by the way, but I realize that soon and I come back and finish it later. Boom, out of my way. What's the challenge here? With at least one brawler. Brawler on the team. Now I got a second Ramses, I can use him for an imprint. Also got some new greaves here. One with speed and attack, and another one with crit damage. So I'm gonna get those updated soon too. Use 2 ultimate abilities, no problem. Okay, so I broke down that extra Ramsey for his imprint. It's right there. I'll be able to use it on something else if I wish. It would actually let me use his passive on a weapon or another character that would allow them to deal more damage when there's acid on a character. Go back to the battle. Oh, let me see if there's any more gear to put on people. Accuracy tag. Let's see where his accuracy is. 44. I'm gonna take that up. Definitely going for those speed greaves. I like that a lot. And I'm also getting the Slayer sets going too. Alright, what do we need for this next challenge? 2 ultimate battles. Alright, the reason why this is going to be so easy is because of Ramsey's AoE ability. It does provide extra turn meter when he actually kills people. So then he's going to automatically have his ultimate ability just because of how I have him built with some initiative as well. So that's one of the ultimate abilities that I need to use. We're going to get another one here real quick. Here we go. So that'll be the second ultimate ability I need for the battle. Gets a little dicey sometimes with those because Ramses just wants to kill everything. He's a destroyer. Alright, so we got our 2 ultimate abilities in, which is going to let us get those 2 stars on that. Alright, so we got a reward from that one, the Kanoiti. Another one that's going to be placing some acid. Then we got the Dance of Shadow. Asleep, okay. Place Vanish on this hero, so it's probably going to be like a chameleon type state. Then has a 60% chance to place vulnerable on the enemies. Their acid for 2 turns. Cool. Ooh, speed boots. See about upgrading him. Alright, he started to ascend some champs and get some stuff going there. So no scrolls to upgrade him yet. Alright, I had to load an update, so we're gonna go back in here. Alright, Echor and Olympus. Alright, so it looks like we got a couple champs we can use. Might get a little rough without Ramses to destroy everything. And seeing how I have absolutely no gear to be able to put on anyone, to be able to optimize anything, this is just flying on the seat of the pants, basically. Two of these guys only really want to buff themselves. The Spartan and the Nemean Lion. And then Scrub, he definitely will buff everyone, so it works, but it's not very great. But the Lion is definitely doing what he's supposed to do, I believe. He's drawing a lot of the aggro to let my other guys get a chance to breathe, so that's helping a lot too. Making it through there slowly but surely, but we'll get there. Too bad I couldn't give the resistance to Lion. It's just a self buff, but that's okay. At this point, I definitely should have healed the Lion, but I messed up. I should have did it earlier, I should say. That way it could have come back around quicker. Oh. I played that wrong. I like that. The character design's pretty nice. What do you know? We still came out with the win. So give it a try. Maybe you'll get lucky too. And I got some weapons, so I didn't really notice it right there at that moment, but those will definitely come in handy. Only chaos heroes, huh? Turns out I just got Ramsey and Kanoichi, so we're going to go ahead and do it just like this. It'll be no problem. Alright, so Boss Man's coming out with the AoE. We're going to advance to the second level really quick. Next wave coming. Got the ultimate ability. Boom. Dropping. Now this third wave will just get a little bit tricky, but not really. She's probably the biggest threat, so I went for her first. The other guys just don't really affect me in battle that much, so. Let's see. Noichi's vanish. End the battle with an AoE. Alright, so this Dagonet guy looks pretty cool. He's the one that's throwing up Veil in that last one. I still like this character outfit here. Lock on target. He also has defense down on all enemies. It'll be pretty fun. So let's take a look down toward the bottom of the cavern and see just how deep this goes and see where we're going here. What I didn't realize is I made it to my first boss. With only strength heroes and one defender. Alright. Alright, so here we are at boss stage 10. And I think it's Osiris that is up here. I had to reformulate what I was actually doing and bring in more people just for cannon fodder and, you know, a couple extra hits. I ended up, you know, always dying at the main boss because I didn't have my main skills available right off the jump. So I kind of treated it like a Dark Fae type of fight where I would save my best skills all the way up until the actual boss fight. And then once the boss fight comes, I unload on them really, really fast. So I use this technique also on this. Because Ramses doesn't really have any gear. No one really has any gear. It's just a couple pickings that I got from 10 fights so far. Watch this strategy. I think it works well. I'll be quiet and just let it play out. And enjoy. Alright, 2 losses in. I'm coming for you this time, Osiris. I got my AoE skill and my ultimate burst sitting there waiting. You are not going to take me this time. Alright, we got a new person here. An archer. Cunning, Order, Avalon, also a Slayer. Maybe she'll do some damage. Let's see what these abilities are. Play Sharpen on this hero, so they're probably going to do more damage. Attacks all enemies. Good to start a barrel bomb. Alright. Oh. Popping up another Isolde. I think I'm going to end up using her for food. Cat sip, huh? Vulnerable. Vanish. This blunt, that's going to be a new one. Probably like a weekend. Some nice rewards on that one though. Uh-oh. Defeat the stage with no defenders. Okay. Let's look here. Disruptors manipulate the flow of battle with focus on applying powerful disables and debuffs on your foes and manipulate turn order and divinity power. Okay. Use those abilities, yeah. Alright, this one's no defenders, should be easy to walk in the park. Ramsey's still the one-hit wonder. Alright, so let's place acid on you. Oh no, again. Next round, if this is a boss, they're gonna get lit up. And it's not, but, you know, too bad for them. Ramsey's just gonna add them to the body count. Uh-oh, we got some new hats. Defeat the stage with no brawlers. Isn't he my only brawler? Alright, so I extract another soul right now. And that's going to be an Isolde. I should have kept this, but that's okay. It's a learning experience. I should have used it for food to upgrade, like Ramses or something. Let's check out the auto battle. And I know, why not do that immediately, but I always like to make sure that I get the basics of a manual down, so that way, in case I start having the auto battle, fail, I have a strategy backed up that works for me, and I can get it to employ and actually take care of the issue very quickly, rather than being stuck at a spot. And honestly, the auto battle doesn't let me down. I actually have used it for a while now, and I only go manual on this, really hard ones. I had to go manual for Leonidas, and I think floor 60 as well. Done. Okay, that's that purple. Okay, Satyr. Let's see what he's got brand on here. Alright, so looking at this, his A1 is going to be a turn meter decrease, and the A2 is going to be a sleep function. And he's a common, so I'll be able to go back and finish that one that I need a common champ for. Chest of the Claw. Chest of the Invoker. Only cunning, huh? At this point, cunning's one of the actual affinities, so you can just look for the green snake. Uh-oh. Looks like I'm starting to get enough to start organizing some gear. I don't think there's any real DPS on here except for maybe the archer, but she's not hitting for anything yet, I don't think. I was a little bit worried about them, but it looks like they'll be fine, so. Alright, so vanish means you can't be directly targeted. Okay. Raises crit damage and strong hit. Setting them down in order, no problem. We need assistance over here. The cat has fallen. Oh no, the children. The poor children. 4K. Only the archer left. What are we gonna do now? I also got a new guy, this Shinigami. And I plan to rebuild him once I get some gear. But right now, man, he is just really good. I love this guy. Love him to death. He's got some cool attack animations, so... And he also does a lot of damage. He can put up some debuffs. This guy is really good. Because he's in there now, I got Curse, Defense Down, and Drain on someone. Here we see Drain is like a leech effect. Alright, we got another new guy. It's a common again, with Strength, Chaos. Looks like Ekor and the Slayer. And for skills, he's going to sling some acid and also increase his own accuracy. Alright, now this time we have to have at least one order champ, which will be no problem. I'm pretty sure that the Shinigami I just got was an order champ, so. Ramsey's coming down with a big smack. Boom. 3,000. Ramsey's coming again with the ultimate burst. Boom. 4,000. Alright, now this time we need 2 Slayers, which I have in right now. And it's going to be no problem. Look at Ramsey just destroy him. Oh, 5,000 on that hit. Here we come up for the second wave. Ramsey's going to lay down that big smack. Boom, 6,000. Alright, here we go. Shinigami coming in with a burst. It doesn't kill him, but that's okay. 3,600 from that smack. Boost the turn meter. Let's get him. Boom. You put defense down on me, but it looked like your defense was down. Alright, so now we get to see these rewards. And it looks like we got a soul to help raise someone up. We got some more weapons. And we got this spirit right here. Or imprint. It's going to do wonders for my weapon. I love this dude's imprint. I'm going to show you what I did with him. Alright, so we're going to open up the gear spot here. And this is the weapon I'm going to use for Ramses. And so I also got a longbow and this axe right here, but I think the best one for him is actually going to be what I chose. This battle axe. Now, since Ramses is my only damage, I'm just going to boost his damage. I don't want him to absorb other people's damage. So I'm going to leave that other axe alone. But we're starting to finally get to refine some gear. So I'm enjoying that a lot. It definitely helped boost my damage. As you can see, every time that I, do a refinement up, then it will boost the damage of the weapon. And now you can see I have 3 imprints. I got Ramses that'll do more damage to people with acid. I got Isilde that'll heal people if the defenders hit. And then I have this Dagonet, which is he's going to join in on an attack if someone is attacking someone with under 50% or at 50% health. Now this can work for multiple attacks. So say if someone has a 2 hit and it ends up doing 50% damage on him on the first hit, the second hit he would come in and do a smack along with that champion most times. Alright, and so we got some more gear. We're going to go ahead and get that leveled up. Beggars can't be choosy, so it's all going to 8 right now, and then I'll sort it out later. I don't even know how to actually sell any gear or anything like that at this moment, so I'll keep looking into that. Alright, starting level 19. Now this is going to be an Isolde board where she's going to put up defense on everyone before he dies. and let's get this one. Alright, so the challenge for this one is defeat the stage in under 75 turns and have at least one invoker. This is Leonidas' floor, so he's whooped all over me for probably about 5 or 6 battles. And actually, he's one of my favorite guys. Look at the spear attack. He just demolished him in one hit, so I'm actually loving the boss fight on this one. I think that's one reason why I didn't beat him so fast, is because I enjoyed it a lot. He's gonna come up and kick somebody in the... Oh, a spear attack. Boom. See, the only thing is, I would really have liked to see the spear attack hit on that one. I don't think that in any of my fights I actually see the landing blow. At that point, honestly, I should have stopped, went out, re-geared, made sure everything was right, and then came back in here. But I didn't. I just hit replay a few times, I believe, and it was just a little bit of a waste of energy. But like I said, I was enjoying fighting him, so it was just, I can get you this time. And he definitely has a competent team of helpers up there with him, or else this would have just been a walk in the park. But he does a lot of damage, so does his people. I like it. Man, this dude is landing smack down on me. Let's see if I can get him this time. One thing I did notice is that I had a whole open spot that I wasn't even utilizing when I went back. So we got that taken care of this time. Wow. Yeah, he looked right at Ramses like, I'm gonna eat you. You're a problem. Alright, so this is the one that's gonna do it here. Now, I've upped my damage with Ramses. I did a lot of work behind the scenes in order to make this happen. You're going to see right here where he does his ultimate ability, 10,000. He really bumped it up, and this is the real beginning of him being Ramses the Destroyer. This dude is insane. I also did some tactical moves with this setup. You will be able to see that I make the Shinigami be the direction of ire, make him draw some aggro from Leonidas in order for Ramses to be able to survive, to be able to beat this one. I put up a lot more survivability as well, gave the Shield Maiden in there, so she's putting out some shields. We got some stalwart going on with Shrug. He's dead, but that's what was supposed to happen. But we're doing a lot more damage, so this fight is a winner. Boom. Take that! Yeah. Oh, Osiris. Let's look at this. So we got Wisdom, Order, Aru, Brawler. Gonna put down a Drain. Placing Curse. Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Osiris is actually an awesome champ. Later on, he does level 60 along with the Sphinx, and it's just crazy. I mean, crazy. They're both full life when the battle's over. But his passive is really good. He either does more damage or takes less damage depending on his HP, so I really like that guy.